County chapter, and I'm here to talk about the LCFF. So the local conjoint funding formula is a new way the state of California is funding public schools. Each school district receives a base funding amount for each student based on average daily attendance. In addition to the base funding amount, districts receive supplemental funding for each student who is an English learner, and students that are designated as low-income, migrant students, and foster youth.
Today, I want to talk to you all about LCFF. As noted, or possibly not, the educational opportunities for foster youth are very far and sparse. 1 out of 3 foster youth end up homeless within 2 years of emancipation, and outside of that, our academic attainment rates are even worse. Not noted is that our access to high school, to attaining our high school diploma also impacts our access to higher education, which is why now still 10% of foster youth even go to college and only 1% graduate. We must make sure that we note the supports needed in order for us to attain academically, in order for us to transition healthily into adults. That is why we're here standing in support of LCFF.
LCFF is important to foster youth in our county as well as California. And because foster youth is considered one of the higher risk youth in our county, it would benefit us to fund foster youth more than the other 2 groups, which is low-income students, which we also are considered, and English learning students, which some of us are. Because, well, that's why, because we need this funding, we need to improve our education and learn this stuff so that we can go to college and succeed.
LCFF is important to foster youth because some foster youth move schools, so their education is different from other ones because they'll come in different times. Also, teachers and counselors don't know if a student is in foster care, so they see them in the same light as other students. LCFF will improve the outcome of foster youth by securing fundings for school districts for foster youth and help the outcome of education for them. CYC wants to help foster youth by giving a voice in the progress of LCAPs.
We plan on sitting in on our county meetings in our town hall, our board of supervisor meetings, so that we can give our input, better see where our funds are being allocated or used.
We want the money to go towards mentoring, tutoring, after-school programs, extracurricular activities, and the performing arts for foster youth.
In our county, youth face a number of obstacles, including academic disruption due to constant placement changes, lack of academic support, which could lead to learning disabilities, in turn affecting their high school completion rate and college enrollment rate, and pursuance of their higher educational goals.
Santa Clara County continues to make strides to get involved with this process. We began by identifying the top 5 school districts which serve our youth, foster youth, and we plan to foster a relationship with these 5 districts by attending their parent-teacher-student association meetings and talking to the parent support groups.
I meet with 2 of the main districts, which is San Benito, which is mine for my high school, and Hollis School District. I meet with them at least once a month each. I found out that San Benito County is focused on 5 goals right now because we're in an improvement for the past 3 years. And their second goal is for English learners, so they're getting kind of involved with LCFF a little bit more step. And the next meeting, I would like to talk to them about foster care services, and that's when I'll talk to them about the surveys that we should put for the foster kids in schools.
Right now, we are classified as low income. We're not a subgroup anymore as foster youth. So to advocate for our voices and to actually get heard. So for the next 3 years, we'll actually have allocation of funds for programs that were cut, such as the California high school exit exam, tutoring, and things of that sort.
Your FYS coordinator can set up these meetings with your superintendent to get the LCAP in play. Also, the LCFF only refers to educational services, so this does not include transportation or anything outside of school. Let's see, also some counties have LCAP team meetings that the FYS coordinator participates in, so figure out what these LCAP team meetings are, and this is where they write down and finalize the LCAP. Also, it looked to Monterey and Los Angeles on their summits, and the group that just came up on their focus groups on how are they doing these summits, how are they identifying the struggles, and how are they categorizing them to put them into new services for the upcoming year.
All your counties do know, your districts, they do know how much money that you're getting. If you don't know it, that is something you might want to get involved in, but their draft being due next month, they know everything. It's us that has to go to them and find that out, right, as community members and as youth.
And with their draft being due next month, make sure to talk to them as soon as possible, because we want foster youth to receive the services that they need to be receiving, and in order to do that, you need to meet with your foster youth services coordinator as soon as possible.
Also, the money also depends on how many foster youth are in each school district, so each district will be getting money the county will get money as a whole, but it'll be split up to districts by depending on how many foster youth are in each school district. The last thing I want to say is after July, when everything's been finalized, you want to have another meeting with your CYC chapter to figure out how do we let all the foster youth know about LCF in our county, and how do we make sure that they know about these services being there. Because even if we just focus on a couple who come to the summit, that still leaves all the other foster youth